Hello, everyone. We are just 2 days from this whole year being completely over. But before I tell you anything else, I want to hand it over to my friend Hilda, and she's going to tell you why we're here.
Okay, so Maria Lupita has been my mentor since 2023, and this is another opportunity that I have to earn passive income, so I could not go back to my 9 to 5 job. So I would love her to introduce herself again and take it from here.
Thank you, Hilda. And just so you know, I love Hilda. Hilda is the girl that when we started working together, she was petrified. And I'm sharing this with you because a lot of us are terrified of speaking in front of anything, especially on camera. And I just put her on the spot. I said, "Hey, would you mind introducing me?" So I just want to say kudos to Hilda because Hilda actually has a very successful TikTok shop affiliate program. But what we're going to be sharing with you today is that this is a program that I got into because of the things that Carlos is going to be sharing with you. So I'm Maria Lupita. I discovered this project in October 15th accidentally because I was trying to help an aging attorney be able to monetize his email list because I don't know if you know, but a lot of business owners don't have an exit strategy. So when I saw that he had 50 years in practice, but he couldn't sell his business, I said, you should take a look at doing a membership. So when we looked at this membership, it just made sense. So when I heard the gentleman, Brian Carruthers, introduced this attorney as to how they pay every day and they pay for an entire year. I was like, wait, say what? Right now, when I do any kind of business, I get paid anywhere between 5 to 30 to 45 days in the rear. So for me, getting paid tomorrow versus getting paid in 5 days sounds a lot better. So rather than me telling you all about this, I have invited a very special new friend of mine that is quickly becoming my bestie because we're doing this all the time to help everybody like Hilda not have to go back to work ever. So Carlos, rather than me telling people all the amazing things about you and how you have exploded overnight, would you mind sharing your story and everything that we're here for tonight?
Yep, definitely. So, Maria, thank you for that. And Hilda, great job. And I just want to thank each and every one of you for being here this evening or this afternoon, depending on what part of the world you're tuning in from. But I'm coming in right now from my home office here in Central Florida. I used to live in Miami for 16 years, originally from New York City. Got introduced to the home-based business industry when I was a young 20-year-old. It changed my life. I was able to leave the Bronx, move to Miami, raise my family, and now I am in Central Florida and it's cold. I can't believe if you would have told me it got cold in Florida, I wouldn't believe you a couple of years back, but it is 39 degrees, I think, right now here. So it's it's a different space. So thank you. Like Maria said, it's going to be 2026 in about 2 days. What are you going to do different moving into that new year? Are you going to take some opportunities? Are you going to jump, take action, make it happen, right? A lot of people that believe in God. I was talking to somebody earlier. We all pray for opportunity. I went to parochial school my whole life. So I went to Catholic school. And a lot of people pray for opportunities, pray for God to help them. And I think that He does provide us the opportunities. We just got to open up the door. He puts people in front of you, like Hilda, people in front of you, like Maria, that are gonna introduce you to something. You just gotta go in and take that blind faith and just make it happen. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna just introduce you to an opportunity that I started. It's getting close to 4 months ago. This business not only is changing my financial situation, it's helping a lot of people in our team. We got people like Maria that's earned thousands of dollars already. I made $35,000 last month just recommending the service. This month, $17,000. People in the team that are making more money than what I'm making. This is pretty impressive where you could introduce somebody to an opportunity and they can make more money than you. And the reason why this is working is because we have a service that everybody needs, everybody could afford. There's no competition. Most people don't even know that this existed. And when I show you, I think it's going to all make a lot of sense. Here's another thing, and I'll just cut right to the chase. It's only 37 bucks. We're not trying to break anybody's bank account here. What we're trying to do is make sure that you're protected, your family is protected, and show you a way that you can get paid each and every day. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. I know a lot of you are busy. I still have family in town. So I want to make sure I can get to them. But I know this is important, and being able to share this information with each and every one of you is something that I love and care to do. So I'm going to make sure that I go through it quick. Now, here you have it. Let's go right into it. Now, the world is forever changing. I'm just going to go ahead and read these slides. If you can read a slide, you can make money. How many people know how to read here, right? Now, if you can read, you can make money. And I will be doing all of the, sharing for you to help you get started. So more income, more time, more flexibility, more independence. This is what people are looking for today. It's uncertain times. It's ugly out there. Some people are losing their jobs. People are not getting paid what they deserve to get paid. It's just some scary times, but there are opportunities where you can change your financial situation. You just got to surround yourself around the right people. Now, are you working for the right kind of income? Getting a part-time job or an additional job is not going to change your financial situation, because what you're doing is you're trading more hours that we don't have a lot of. We only got 24 hours. If you give up your whole 24 hours working, I mean, you're not going to have time to be with your family, your children, and do the things that you care about. So that is something that you don't want to do. You want to learn how to create leveraged income and residual income. But I'm going to show you how to create all three of these right now. If you're looking for an opportunity, you want to make sure that you could earn linear income. Meaning if you put in a couple of hours, you're going to get compensated for that time. And you're not going to get compensated next week or in 2 weeks or in a month. You're going to get compensated for that tomorrow. For example, you sign me up as a customer. You have the money in your bank account tomorrow. That's what people need today. They need right now money. Write that down. You're going to learn how to make right now money in the next few minutes. You're also going to learn how to earn leveraged income. Leveraged income is similar to in the real estate business or in the insurance business. If you are a real estate broker, you have your own practice, you have a couple of agents. Every time they go out there and they sell a house, you are going to receive a percentage of that home sale, even though you didn't go out there and make that sale. That's called leveraged income. You're able to build a team and you can generate some really good income. I made the day before yesterday, for one day, I didn't do any work. I made over 3,000 and something dollars. Today, over 600 and something dollars. Again, I didn't do any work. I got family in town, hanging out with them, going back and forth. I fly out the day on the first. So I've been super busy. And I have a business that pays me because of the team that I've already built. And we're just getting started. And residual income, I'm going to show you how you're going to earn residual income as well. Now, whoever solves the biggest problems for most people make the most amount of money. Think of Netflix, right? How many of you remember Netflix, right? That when it first came about, they, people didn't really buy into the whole entire thing. They were still renting DVDs or VHS tapes. You remember that? What was that? The VHS store that was out there. This store, man, oh my God, what's the name of this? They don't even exist
Blockbuster.
anymore. A Blockbuster, right? Now, Blockbuster had an opportunity to buy Netflix, and they didn't. They actually passed on that opportunity. But Blockbuster solved a major problem. Well, Netflix solved a major problem and made it more convenient for people to get their entertainment. How about Uber, right? How many of you take Uber, right? I use Uber all the time. They cleaned up the taxi business, right? It's like they broke records with what's going on there. Now we are solving a major problem as well. And I'm going to introduce you explain to you what problem we're introducing people to or we're solving. Our company solves three major problems. We're helping individuals, families, and also business owners. You're going to learn how to earn linear income, leveraged income, and residual income. And what we are helping people with is legal services. So we are disrupting the way Netflix disrupted, the way Uber disrupted. We are disrupting the legal system. We are allowing people to get affordable legal service and get the best legal team at a fraction of the cost. We're not talking about 300, 400, $500 an hour. We're talking about $37 a month, and you're protected, your family's protected all across the United States and in Canada. Now, have you ever received a traffic ticket? Right? Have you ever thought about revising your will, or maybe getting a will? Right? Wills cost money. You're going to receive a will absolutely free, put together by a law firm for you when you become one of our customers. Have you ever lost a job and wanted to know your rights and didn't have somebody to talk to? Have you ever been treated unfairly or said, let me speak to a supervisor? They didn't want to bring the supervisor. Now you could have an attorney that will back you up. Have you ever been a victim of identity theft? Have you ever signed a contract and you didn't really understand what you were signing? This happens a lot. But most people just sign the contract because they don't want to pay 300, 500, $800 an hour to an attorney to review that contract for them. Now you do not need to sign blind anymore. You can have an attorney firm that will review that contract and you will know exactly what you're signing. Have you ever had an insurance claim denied? A lot of people have insurance claims denied. Right? Now you have an attorney that can back you up there. Have you ever had a question in regards to your credit score and you didn't know who you can talk to? Now you have somebody that you can talk to. Have you ever bought a defective product and wondered what was your rights? This happened to one of my customers. They bought some computer equipment. They went away. They came back a couple of days later with their receipt to the store where they purchased it, and they didn't want to give them their money back. They said that they had to go through the manufacturer's warranty because they opened up the box and they tried to install it. And he said, but I bought this, about a week ago, and I have the receipt and it's not working. He got the attorney on the phone. The attorney spoke to the supervisor or the manager in this case, and they refunded his money right away. You wouldn't call a lawyer to do that if it was going to cost you $500 an hour for a $200 piece of equipment. You would just take the L or just take that loss. How about your social media accounts? If for those of you who use social media, I know I do. I've had clone accounts. I get notified every time there's a clone account made on TikTok, on IG, or on Facebook. And it's good to know that we could have a service that will protect our identity and also protect our social media accounts. Now, the name of the company is called Prepay Legal. There's a book on it. If you want, you can go ahead and purchase this book. The company was started 54 years ago, back in 1972. This company was started. Now, Harlan Stonecipher, who's this gentleman right here, he passed away, but this was him in a car wreck. And even though he had car insurance, he ended up getting sued by the other party that caused the traffic collision. And he realized right away how expensive it is for this to defend yourself legally, even if you're innocent. Even if you're innocent, it's super expensive to defend yourself, and he still ended up getting sued. And what he decided to do at that point was he said that there has to be a better way to the justice system or the judicial system. And he's created this company called Prepay Legal, providing legal services, making it affordable for everyone in America to have access to a good quality law firm. And today, we're protecting over 4.5 million lives. We're also protecting small businesses, also employees through our employee program. And we also are protecting families and businesses in Canada as well, not just here in the United States. So the vision here is to build a better world where access to the justice system is equal for all. Now, these are the three core products. I'm just going to run right through these core products so that you can see. Now, most people, after I finish these presentations or they watch a video, they just want the service. So most of you are going to just sign up. You're going to want this service. I'm going to show you how you could also capitalize by becoming an associate and recommending these services to others as well. Now, Legal Shield, the preferred plan, this is what it includes, right? Personal legal advice, unlimited number of personal issues. You have an issue, pick up the phone and speak to the attorney. Document reviews, up to 25 pages each. So if you have a contract, 25 pages, upload it. They will review that and come back to you with any changes, revisions, or give you the thumbs up that it's good to go. Letters, calls made on your behalf, legal research, up to an hour per matter. I have a buddy of mine. He had a storage issue where he's getting them to write up a letter right now to the storage company. He was out of the country and they are trying to charge the card, but because he was out of the country, it wasn't going through. They decided to sell his storage unit. And now they are fighting. They're going to write to the storage company to make sure they get the money back for that situation because he tried to make the payment over the phone, but because he was out of the country, he couldn't make it because the company didn't accept payments online or over the phone. They say he had to come in person, which was a no-no. So the attorney companies are working with him on that matter. So these things, it could happen to anybody. Now, life events. How about a will? Right? A living will, healthcare POA, your financial POA. If something was to happen to you and you don't have a will in place, your final wishes, who's going to decide those final wishes for you? You can get a will absolutely free. Now, if you already have a will, you can get that will revised. How about a traffic ticket? How many of you have ever been pulled over? Maybe you ran through the stop sign by mistake, or they said that you were speeding. Whatever the case may be, if you do not have a lawyer that could go to the courthouse and defend your rights, you can get points on your license, right? We're also busy. How many of you got time to go to court or have time to take one of those classes that they make you take, right? With your own attorney firm, you don't need to go through that. They will handle that traffic ticket for you. Also, civil trial defense, if you ever get sued, if you ever have an issue with a homeowners association, anything like that, they will help you with that issue. Tax audit assistance, 24-hour emergency access. For those of you who are parents, you have children, it's good to know that you have an emergency lawyer app on your phone and your children as well. If they ever run into an issue, it could be 2, 3 in the morning, they can click a button and they can have an attorney speak to whoever. It could be in a hospital, it could be, with a police officer. They have access to that. So that gives us as parents some peace of mind. Also, let's say that maybe you're out and about and you're not in your state, you're in another state. You have access to an attorney from that state that will defend your rights as well. Now, residential services, loan document reviews, tenant lease advice as well. Before you sign a lease, they will review and negotiate for you. Think of that, where they can negotiate and make sure you're getting the best lease possible on your apartment or your home rental. If you're going to buy a home and you're about to close on a mortgage, for example, they will review that to make sure you're not going to pay more points or, they'll look at everything, including those fine prints that sometimes, we might overlook. You're going to get that service. Online notarization, up to 5 per year. E-signatures, unlimited. Family and domestic services as well. Now, this is huge because this is super expensive if you try to do this on your own. Uncontested divorce, covered. You don't need to pay. It's on the house just for being a subscriber to the service. Adoption. I have a buddy of mine that I met here. He's a top leader in this company. He is adopting 2 children that he's been fostering for the last 5 years since they were infants. And now he gets to adopt them. This is pretty cool. They're doing everything for him free of charge. Separation, name changes. If you ever wanted to change your name, they'll work on that. They will put in all of the documentation for you. Absolutely free. And additional services will be covered with a 25% discount. Now, this service is super affordable. Let me just go ahead and show you. $37.95 covers you and everyone in your household, your children, everybody gets a will. Everything is covered for only $37.95. I want you to just think for a minute. How much would it cost if you've used an attorney already in the past? I know some of you might have for whatever. You know that it costs more than $37.95, right? Now, if you multiply this by 12 months, you know that most of the issues and the cases cost more than that, still by tenfold, right? Super cheap, super affordable to protect not just us, but our entire family. And it gives us peace of mind. When I decided to find a vehicle that I can go all in and take massive action with, I wanted to find a service that I will feel good about introducing, right, to friends, to family members, to people online that I knew I was going to do something good for them. Every time I write one of these policies for somebody, I know that I am doing a good service, right? This is what we're talking about here, $37.95. Now, we've asked a lot of the people who have our services a couple of questions. How would they feel if they didn't have Legal Shield, and how would they feel now that they have Legal Shield? And these were the answers, right? So now when they have Legal Shield, they feel empowered, smart, protected, secure. You know, rich people have a law firm in their pocket. They have the money, they have the resources. They just call up the law firm and boom, they're gonna take care of it. Now you can do the same exact thing. And it's not going to cost you thousands of dollars, just $37 a month. It's going to give you that peace of mind. It's going to make you feel powerful. It's going to make you feel rich. It's going to make you feel privileged, confident, and you're going to be heard. If you do not have Legal Shield, now they ask this question if it to the members, how would they feel if they didn't have it now that they've experienced the benefits of it? They said defenseless, unsure, vulnerable, insecure, scared, taken advantage of, weak, poor, right? Timid, discriminated against, unheard, no voice. Now each and every one of you have a voice with our service. We also offer this service to small businesses. Do you know most small businesses will go out of business if they get sued because they don't have the money? The small mom and pop grocery store, the small mom and pop little, hardware store, they can't compete with the big boys who have these firms, and they could end up losing everything because they don't have legal representation. It's good to know that now we are protecting the small businesses as well. We got three different plans: a pro plan, a plus plan, and an essential plan. My buddy who owns a welding company, I signed him up for this pro plan. He was paying over $20,000 a year just for two major services that he uses all the time in his business. Number one, the first service was to review the contracts that they had to sign when they was going to do a government site, when they was going to do, say, a school. He does a lot of staircase railings. That comes with a lot of contracts, and it's written in certain verbiage that he didn't understand, so he hires an attorney to do that. It was costing him hundreds of dollars per contract, hundreds, and he got a lot of them every single year. In addition to that, the next service that he was spending a fortune on was debt collection. A lot of these companies, after they did the job, they wouldn't pay them. So they put up all the money, they pay all of the employees, all of the welders go out, they do this job. Now they gotta wait for them to get paid. A lot of times these big people, these big companies and these government agencies, they don't want to pay out right away. He hired an attorney firm to be able to do the debt collection and write those letters on his behalf, and he's been doing this for years. When I showed him this pro plan, he thought it was the best thing since sliced bread. He's spending $1,600 a year and he's getting more service than he ever got before. In addition to that, he added 100 hours of trial defense. If he ever gets sued, they will go to bat for him in court, trial defense. And let me tell you, when you are in some type of a brick and mortar business like that, where you're doing welding, construction, you're doing some type of engineer, blueprints, anything like that, there's going to be lawsuits all the time. There's going to be lawsuits all the time. Not that you did something wrong, but they always try to find a way to get over. So you need protection. And now we get to protect those small businesses, and you're going to feel really good about that. Now, the next service that we offer is identity theft protection. It's called ID Shield. This is a huge problem right now. It's one of the biggest crimes nationwide. Right? Criminals, they don't need to rob banks anymore. They just rob your identity and they can create accounts. They can get bank accounts made. They can get IDs made. They can file taxes under a different name. They are good. You need to make sure that you protect your identity and also protect the identity of your children. Right? Now, the common types of identity theft, right? Tax returns. Your tax returns could get stolen. Somebody else can file taxes under your name. And when you go to file taxes, the IRS comes back and they say, whoa, we already got your tax return. And you're like, what? I didn't file my taxes yet. This is one of the things that these identity people, these thieves do. Medical claims, social security claims, credit, driver's license, criminal and different character. I have a member in our team that she had her identity stolen and she was wanted in another state, Detroit, and she lives in Arizona. And it wasn't her, it was somebody else. Right? It's good to know that they have ID Shield that's helping them with that matter. Now, when it comes to identity theft, it's opposite than the legal system. If you got arrested, you're innocent until proven guilty. Right? We all know that. We've heard that. But in the identity theft space, it's opposite. You're guilty until proven innocent. You have to prove you didn't make that $20,000 purchase on your credit card. You have to prove those things. Totally different. Now, if that was to happen to you, where do you begin? What do you do? Who do you call? If you have a full-time job, you have children, you're married, you don't have time or know where to begin. We have a team of experts that will go to bat for you. You're going to get full identity protection and you're going to have a team of people that will do the restoration for you in case it happens. Now, these are the types of services that you don't know if it's ever going to happen to you, but if it does, you wish you have the service, right? It's better to have the service and not need it than need the service and not have it, because then it becomes an expensive issue, right? Because that's a pre-existing condition, super expensive. You want to make sure that you are protected from day one. Now, you're going to get our app. You're going to get the Lawyer app on your phone with all of the emergency contacts, the number to your attorney firm. You can connect with them right online. You can share that with your children. You can share that with your spouse and anybody else that lives in your household. The whole household will be protected if they're under the age of 26. Now, you're also going to get the ID Shield app on your phone. It's going to come with a VPN. You can turn that VPN on when you're out and about. If you're at the airport, your children, if they have their iPads and they're watching cartoons, you could have that VPN turned on in their phone as well and their tablets to make sure that they are protected. You're also going to get sex offender monitoring for you. There's a lot that you get with this ID Shield. In addition to that, $3 million identity fraud protection. If something was to happen and they take your money, they will reimburse you and they will go to bat to make sure they make you whole and everything is back to the way it was. They're going to take care of everything from beginning to end so you don't have to. And this service only costs $19.95 for an individual or for your entire family, $34 and 95 cents. Now, when I signed up and when we sign up our teammates, they come in with both services. They come in with the legal service and the identity protection service. For $72 a month, you protect your identity for your whole family and you protect your whole entire family legally as well. So $72 for that service. Now, you're also going to get member perks. This is absolutely free as an extra bonus. You're going to get discounts every time you buy something from Adidas, Ray-Ban, Reebok. There's thousands of stores. When you download the app, it's called Member Perks. You can download the app. It's a paid for app, but as a Legal Shield member, you get this service absolutely free. You're going to save more every time you use it than what it costs you for the legal membership. Now, how do we make money? We make money by referring and spreading the word about these services to people that we love, we care about, people that we meet online, people that we meet on TikTok, people that we meet on social media. Because this business it's a service that everybody needs, it's easy to market. And we have all of the tools right now to make it easy for somebody who's busy to be able to market these services just by sharing a video with somebody. If you can share a video with somebody, you could make money here with us. And we're going to teach you how to market online as well. That's how I built my whole entire business. I don't know a lot of people in this town. I just moved here not too long ago. I'm from New York and I'm from, Miami. But I built this business from my phone and using the internet and the tools that you're going to receive. Now, these are the services that we market. This is the wheel of opportunity. Each piece of this wheel, you can make 100 grand on or more. This is how lucrative what we have with this opportunity. So ID Shield, that's a big business. We already know that. Legal Shield, we're disrupting the legal system. How about small businesses? Protecting small businesses. You know how many small businesses don't know there's a service like this available? It's so many that we can help. How about employee group benefits? People that like sales, they do door sales, corporate sales. This is a huge opportunity where they can go to a hospital, they can go to a big corporation, they can go into the HR, and they could set up the appointment with the company and sign up the company to add Legal Shield as an employee benefit for their company that has thousands of employees. In addition to that, the company can pay half of it and they get it at a discounted rate because we're talking about 200, 300, 500, 10,000 employees. Pretty cool stuff, right? So very complex. There's a whole entire training on employee group benefits, but there are people offering employee group benefits here that make $250,000 a year just with that service alone. They don't even do, friends and family. They don't do, small businesses. They just do employee group benefits. Some of you might find that fascinating. You might say, you know what? I want to do that. We have a huge opportunity here with a lot of different options for you. How about commercial drivers? I think that a lot of people with this is huge. Being able to offer commercial drivers, people with a CDL license, legal protection, it's a big niche market that is going over most people's heads. I'm starting to target this market right now, and I'm going to put together a marketing campaign just for this market because it is so big. These guys, not only do they make six figures, a lot of these truck drivers are doing extremely well, but they don't have legal protection. If they are traveling from one state to another state and they get stopped in another state, they need legal representation in the state that they just got stopped in, right? Or wherever they had that issue. It's good to know that they're going to be represented in any state as a commercial driver and they don't need to lose that CDL. That CDL is protected. And there's other legal add-ons like gun protection, home-based business protection. We have a huge opportunity here with no competition. Now, how much money do we make? That's the question. How could we get paid every single day? When you enroll a customer and they get our $72 plan, you're going to get $80 paid to you the very next day in your bank account. You don't need to request it. It's not going to be on some website that you see. You don't need to get it on some magical new account. It's going directly into your bank account. Right now, money. For 2026, for those of you who've done business in the past, you cannot make the same mistakes. Okay? You need to get paid right now. It's 2020, 2026 is going to be here. The technology's here to get paid every day. You deserve to get paid every single day for providing a service that everybody needs, and you're going to be able to do that here with Legal Shield. So you're going to get paid $80 to $416 per customer. Leveraged income, you'll get to build a small team. Residual income every year, every month, month 13, 14, 15, all the way down, you're going to earn 10% for all your customers and all of the customers on your team. Now, this is a business that's 54 years old. There are customers here that have been on the books for 54 years. I personally know friends that have this service for over 25 years that didn't even know about the business, and I signed them up to do the business. We're talking about a real opportunity where you could have true walk away income. Now, here's another thing. I never really mentioned this, but I'm going to mention this now. If you're going to build the business, God forbid something happens to you, you want to make sure that you pass on the book of business, not the company, right? And let me explain what that means. God forbid I was to pass away. My children might not want to do this. My wife doesn't want to do this. It's good to know that the business doesn't get transferred to them. What gets transferred to them is the book of business. And every day they get the residuals, every day they get the daily commissions. They get it all for the business that I establish, and they never need to actually go out and build the business, manage the business, or do anything like that. There are people in this company that have passed away decades ago, and their families are still receiving the compensation for the work that they did when they was alive. And that's the type of business that I want to put my heart and soul into, because I want to pass something on to my family and to my children that's real. I want to make sure that I pass on the cash flow. I want to make sure that I pass on the income stream, not necessarily the work of having to go out there and do the building side of it, right? That's very important to understand. A lot of people don't understand that. If somebody owns a store or McDonald's and you pass away, now your kids got to go in there and operate that. They might not know how to operate it the same way you did, and those things could end up going out of business. Very difficult stuff, right? Now, we got a proven track record already, 300 plus millionaire club members, 400 six-figure income earners. We already got people on our team, members of the six-figure club already. This company is 54 years old. We hit milestones in 30 days that people took 10 years to do. 10 years. And why is that? It's because we know how to market, right? We know how to use the phone. We know how to use Facebook. We know how to use TikTok. We know how to use Instagram. We know how to do things a lot faster than they did it in the past. In the past, we had to go to an opportunity meeting, you know, and not no more. You know, you can do it all the way we're doing it here on Zoom. Now, this is the commission that you're going to receive based on the service combo. $37 preferred legal plan, $34.95 ID Shield. As a brand new associate, you sign up a customer, it costs $72 and change. You're going to receive $80 the next day. As you advance through the rank, it goes from $80 to $100 to $132, all the way up to $416. This is huge income. If you are an executive director and you sign up one customer, you make $416. That's paid the next day directly into your bank account. Now, that's the linear income side. So, for example, I'm an executive director, I sign up a customer, linear income, I go and I make that 416. Now, with the leveraged income, I sign up a customer, they want to become an associate, they go out there and they sign up a customer, they make $80. I make $336. So let's say that you're an executive director and you got a team of 10 people that you just brought on board that month. And they go out there and they sign up one customer each. They made $80 a piece, those 10. But you make 336 times 10. You make $3,360. How many of you could easily go out there and find 10 associates that can get one customer, right? This is the real opportunity. No more nickel and dimes. We got to sell all of these health products just to make 10 bucks. That's the old-fashioned stuff. If you like health products, and I'm going to mention this because a lot of these companies, a lot of people spend way too much time on this. I've launched health and nutritional supplements, my own brand, my own pet brand. I've done this for years. Now, if I'm a health nut and you're into health and you love a specific product, make all the money that you got to make through this business and you can buy all the health products you want, right? You can buy those health products online, you can buy them on eBay, you can buy them on Amazon, but at least you're making serious income and getting paid what you deserve, providing a real service, a real service. And that's what we have right here with this. Now, look at the business side of it. In blue, that's the commissions you make when you sign up a small business. If you're an executive director and you sign up one small business a month, you're making almost 1100 bucks. Almost 1100 bucks protecting one small business. You do two, that's thousand. Think about adding that to what you already bring home. Let's say you're making a decent income. You're making decent income from your job. You enjoy your job. If you could add an additional $2,000 to what you're already bringing home, how would that change your life? I want you to think about that. How would that change your life? You know, and I'm really serious about what we talk about here because I know that we're saving a lot of people and protecting them. But I know how much money you could make in this opportunity because we have people that have never done any business that are making thousands of dollars right now. And 30 days ago, they didn't even know how they was going to make money to do certain things for their families. And now they're making that money. So for 2026, guys, I'm here to help you every step of the way. And I want to make sure that we teach you what you need to do to accomplish your goals and dreams. I know Hilda's going to help. Maria's going to help. Mel, the entire team here is going to assist you every step of the way. Now, the power of part-time. For those of you who think you don't have time, you have plenty of time. If you can protect four families a month on your own, you're going to make $320 to $2,164 depending on the rank that you are with the company. But if we can build a small team and give you some leverage, teach you to build a team of 25 people. That's not a lot of people. 25 people. And if those 25 people can go out there and just help one family a week, four customers a month, you're making $120,000 a year. $120,000 a year. The amount of people in this company making $120,000 a year, oh my God. When you're online and you know about online marketing, you know about home business and multi-level, you know about all these things, there's names that you're familiar with, leaders in that profession that you're familiar with. When I went to my first event for this company, I met so many people making 100, 200, $300,000, and nobody even knows who they are. They're not famous online people. They're not famous networkers. They're not famous business people. They're just regular people that have been making 100, 200, $300,000 for 10, 15, 20 years, and nobody knows who they are. They just build locally in their communities, protecting small businesses and families. This is a real opportunity where you can finally be able to write your own paycheck. And I'm excited about that. Now, Performance Club incentive trips, vacations, absolutely paid for. For you and your spouse, you and a friend, you and a business partner, you and a partner, all expense paid trip, food, everything covered. That's the type of vacations that I like. There's going to be a vacation going to Punta Cana, all expense paid trip. That's going to be a lot of fun in the Dominican Republic. Now, how do you get started? What do you got to do? Real simple. $99. That's it. One time. $99 one time. You become an associate. That $99, it's a 100% tax write-off. We are still in 2025. When you get started here today, for $99, that is your first deduction for 2025. In addition to that, moving on to 2026, you're going to have all of the different business expenses that you will be able to deduct. So by owning a business from the comfort of your own home, you're going to receive so many different tax advantages. You'll be able to start this business part-time. You're going to get all of the tools. You're going to get all of the training. The company is going to train you absolutely free and give you a bonus for doing a little work and attending the class. And once you become an associate, you qualify for that fast start training. And we want to make sure that you learn how to do this the right way, and the company's going to provide that for you, that training. So $99 one time, Legal Shield Advantage Plus. This is all of the tools. You're going to receive it free for the first month. After that, it's $24.95. It costs me $25 a month to run my whole business. Where could you run a business for $25 a month? Only here. Only here. And a business that pays every single day. Now, in addition to that, I want to show you the timing factor. Look at life, look at auto, look at health. Billion-dollar industries. We are disrupting the legal industry. This is the next industry to get to the billion-dollar mark by us providing these services. Now, I'm going to wrap it up with this one because this is important. I want you all to get this service because I know how good the service is and that it's going to protect you. How many of you have auto insurance, right? Most of you have auto insurance. And you pay that every single month, just in case. And write that down. I pay for auto insurance every single month forever, just in case. Health insurance. We pay for health insurance every single month. Even if your employer pays for it, it still comes out of your paycheck, a percentage. So you pay for health insurance in case you get sick, right? How about life insurance? We pay for life insurance each and every month in case we pass away. We pay for homeowners insurance. If you own a home, you pay for homeowners insurance in case I live in Florida, you have a hurricane, there's an earthquake. If you're in the West Coast, your home is protected, just in case. And sometimes we don't even get to use it, but we pay it every single month. Now, right here in the middle, that's Legal Shield. And why do we put that right there in the middle? Because Legal Shield is going to be your enforcer. Not only is Legal Shield going to protect you and your family, look over your documents, make your will, do all of those cool things. If you ever got pulled over, it's going to protect you there and protect you in every state. It's also going to protect you against these big guys, the auto, the health, the life, and the homeowners insurance companies that are they're huge. If you ever got into a car accident and they don't pay the full amount, who are you going to call? Now you're going to call Legal Shield. The attorney's going to go to bat and make sure that you get the full claim. How about you're in a hospital and you're sick and you want to stay an extra day because you still feel bad? And they say, no, you got to go. You have an attorney that's going to call and say, no, my client is staying there. They don't feel well. Same thing, life insurance. Worst thing is you pass away and the claim is not paid to your beneficiaries. This happens so many times. This is like the style, how many times this stuff happens. It happens like crazy. Most people don't know it happens. Google it. And you're going to see how many people have life insurance, paid life insurance for so many years, pass away, and now their families got to fight just to get the claim, just to get what they're entitled to. You don't need to. Now you got a law firm that'll fight for you and fight for your family. So if you're paying for all of those insurances, Might as well pay for the best one, which is legal protection and a legal firm that will back you up with everything that you need when it comes to the legal service system. Okay. So, guys, welcome aboard. All you got to do is become a member, become an associate, get trained, and then you start to get paid. Now, become a member, that means becoming a customer. Get the service. They're going to send you a link right now. It takes 3 to 4 minutes to sign up. Become an associate, $99 one time. That's a tax deduction for 2025. And then get trained. This is new. This is legal. A lot of you don't know legal services. It's good to know that we have a 54-year-old company with a entire curriculum to show a brand new person how to get their business off the ground, how to use the tools, how to use the website, how they answer all of their questions, how they get compensated. This training is unbelievable. So make sure that you get trained. In addition to the company's training, you're also going to get the training from us. We're going to support you. We're going to help you. We're going to show you how to build the business. I'm going to help you launch the business. Maria's going to help you. Hilda's going to, the whole team here is going to help you. And you're going to get paid as you're learning. All right. So with that being said, I'm going to turn it back over to Maria. Back over to you, Maria.
Thank you, Carlos, and thank you for working so hard on a December the 30th as we close of this year. Did I spaced out in my head? Or did you share the how to make $1,100? Did I totally spaced out when you were saying that?
No, you didn't. You didn't. I actually didn't share that. Let me go ahead
Would
and
you
share
mind
that.
sharing that?
Yeah, I'm going to share that really quick right now. Hold on one second.
Thank you, because I
Thank
love for
you.
people to know. One
Thank
of
you
the
for
things.
reminding me. I've been going nonstop for so long. I'm like, whew, forgetting
Well,
things.
Carlos is getting that ready. One of the things that I'm going to go ahead and share with you is that if you are here because Hilda invited you to the Zoom. So when Carlos finishes showing you how a lot of us have made $1,100 within 24 to 48 hours, he'll circle back to me, and then I'll finish off what I'm going to say.
Awesome. So here's how each and every one of you could make $1,140 and do it right away. Right away. Now, the company gives you a 45-day window to do this. Now, I like making money fast. Some people like making money slow. If you want to make money fast, this is all you need to do. Follow these steps. Number one, you're going to become a business builder and associate. It's going to cost you $99. You're going to subscribe to Legal Shield and ID Shield. The reason why, you want to protect yourself, you want to protect your family, not just legally, but you also want to protect your identity and your family's identity as well. Those are also the two main services that we market. You can't market a service that you don't use. You can't market a service if you're not a customer yourself, right? So make sure that you are a customer and you have those services. You're gonna, next step is you got 20 days to do this, but we're gonna do this fast. All you gotta do is enroll three customers, three associates that sign up with us. They get the service, and you're gonna receive your first commission of $200 bonus from the company, and you're going to get 80 times 3. $80 times 3 customers that you just signed up. That's 240. You're looking at $440 give or take right there, right? So your commission is 240 plus the $200 fast start for attending the fast start training class. That's 440. You signed up 3 customers today and you attend the class, you're going to get that $440. Now, once you reach this first goal, you are a senior associate. All you got to do next is sign up 2 more associates, a total of 5. A total of 5, you're going to receive an additional $500 advancement bonus because you advance to manager. That's a total of $700 in bonuses from the company because you attended the training plus 80 times 5. That's going to total your $1,140. Now, 5 customers, 5 associates, you can do this quick. I know Maria did it fast. You can do this fast. All right. We have people in the team doing it in 24 hours. We got people doing it in 2 days. We got people doing it in a week. The speed of the leader, speed of the pack. If you do this quick, what's going to happen is that your people are going to duplicate what you did. If you do it slow, your people is going to do it slow. Now, hey, I've met people that are making six figures today, and they did it slow, but now they're making big money. So it doesn't matter. Everybody's a little different. The company's going to give you 45 days to do this. 45 days to get 5 associates in your business with the service. I think that we could all do that in a day, 2 days, 3 days. Right? And we have the tools to do that. So that's how we're going to make that $1,100. Or we're going to help you do this. And next week, I'm going to be away. But once I get back, I could help launch your business as well.
Thank you, Carlos. And that's one of the pieces that I really love about this program is that you can very easily come in and grab 1,100. Imagine one of those machines that you're grabbing all the money, but it just all lands on your hands. That's the kind of thing that we have. So for those of you who are here for Hilda Nieves Ayala, that if you want to enroll with her, what you want to do is that you want to go to Hilda. So her name is right here. Hilda, go ahead and say hello. So I want her to say hello so that you can see her window. Go ahead and say hello. Okay. She's telling me to hold on, so I'm holding on to my breath. So if go ahead and just say hi. Hello. No, you have to say hi with your voice, because I need.
Hello.
Yes. Okay. Good.
I was like, do I have to type it?
No. The reason I'm asking her to say hello. Go ahead and say hello again.
Hello.
Okay, and then go ahead and spell your name.
Spell it here?
Uh-huh. No, spell it out loud.
My name is Hilda Nieves Ayala.
Uh-huh, but go ahead and give the spelling for your name.
Okay. Now I can spell it.
So it's going to be HildaNievesAyala. And the reason I'm spelling it for you guys, in case you know Hilda, I want to make sure that you go to her, you go to her legal show website. So her legal website is HildaNievesAyala.LegalShieldAssociate.com. So for those, Hilda is going to be sharing this with all of her contacts. So please go over to her website. If you landed on this video, and someone other than Hilda invited you here, please get back to the person who invited you to this video and make sure that you give them the chance to win your business. But with that, I am super grateful for Carlos for doing this, and we're going to be doing another one tomorrow. So there's so much that you can do by starting a home-based business. As a tax strategist said, you would literally have to be brain dead not to have a home-based business, because the average American is spending over $10,000 in taxes that you don't have to. So I'm not a tax expert. I've just been around a lot of people that are experts. So again, thank you, Hilda. I'm so proud of you, Hilda, for doing this. I cannot wait for you to be so successful and for you to grab your $1,100. And again, please get back to the person who invited you. But if Hilda invited you, please get back with her, because she is going to, just like she did TikTok Shop, she's going to rock this. So with that,
thank you so much, Carlos and Maria.
Thank you. We're so proud of you, Hilda. And with that, we'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you,
everybody. Bye-bye.